since today's day first for having us on the
TikTok.
TikToks. We have our very, very first
TikTok question?
from
kidding
TikTok.
me?
Whoop whoop.
So, the question that comes in from TikTok is, what are your opinions on the black tartan or the black solid alternating pleats?
Black tartan or black solid?
I'm gonna guess
pleats?
they're either talking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think you're going to the same spot, like a black, like a black and
With
like
the
a
pleat
tartan
insets?
with insets.
Right. I think it's
That's where I was taking that.
Yeah, because there's a number of different ways that we could talk about this. The first is the traditional kilt, like we're wearing now, but in a all black or all solid color, which is a thing. Sometimes done in what's called a shadow tartan, where they basically use the warp and the weft of the weave to show off a pattern using the way the yarn is twisted, right?
Yeah, yarn.
So you basically
right twist versus left twist, making it shine different.
Yeah. So basically, there is a tartan pattern there, but you only see it as kind of like a kind of a 3D lighting effect, and those are cool. But I'm guessing they're talking about utility kilts, like from Verilos or other sellers. Verilos is the one I respect the most personally. So that's definitely a modern fashion thing. So yeah, I think I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Yeah. What do I think of them? Being this is my one man's opinion. Period. Take it for what it's worth.
Alienate all the TikTok viewers
Exactly.
right now.
I am not a big fan of them in general. It's I've seen them. There was a company in Canada called Built Kilt. They were part of Burnitz and Struth, I think, and they did them. I don't think they do them anymore. They did an okay job. All the other ones that I've seen are budget kilts. I'll put it that way. And I'm not a big fan of It's not a big fan of it. Period. I don't know. Even if it was like. It doesn't matter that it's a budget kilt, and that's not where I'm going with it. It's more I don't like the look of it. Either do one thing or do the other thing. It's the blending that breaks it for me.
Sorry, I got a throat problem today. Too much phlegm.
Do you need an icebreaker?
I don't know if that will help.
Okay.
I think more whiskey will help.
Fair.
I actually came to kilting from the utilikilt side of things originally, and so for me, I think they're pretty cool. I question how well they're done. I've said this before. The quality definitely matters. If you're considering purchasing one, absolutely vet whoever you're buying it from. And like I said, the only company that I think does an okay job with it that I trust for a variety of reasons is Verilos. And that's probably who you're thinking of because they're very famous at this point. As a modern, and they have great photography. As a modern fashion thing, they're cool. As a expression of tradition, like your personal heritage, I don't think it's that great. Partially because there's not a lot of tartans available if you want to do a tartan version, and they look so rough and tumble a lot of the time that it's not what I would wear. Say if I was working a clan tent at a Highland Games, I would not choose that kilt. If I were competing, maybe I'd wear one. But if I'm there to be the representation of the Stuart clan, I'm not going to wear that particular style of kilt. Now, if I'm going to like a special event, or a parade or something like that, or a gaming convention or something like that, then some of the solid color inset ones, they're pretty awesome looking. They're pretty cool. The issue you're going to find is that they tend to wrinkle easily. They get mussed easily, and depending on who's making it, if there's any kind of mismatch between the fabric they're using for the color insets and for the solid portion, they can shrink differently when you wash them if you're not careful.
Cotton versus acrylic
blends, it can be an issue. If there's a mismatch like that, then that's the problem. They're cool, but they're kind of they haven't been perfected yet. I'll say that.
Can you dry clean and not have it shrink? That would be my.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something that most people who buy them consider.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Go ahead, Mac.
You'd almost have to You'd almost have to figure out how much you're using for the kilt.
Yeah.
Wash both pieces so they're already pre-shrunk. I mean, it just adds more steps to the process.
Yeah. I don't think the people who are making them are going to necessarily pre-shrink and pre-wash everything.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Now, I'm not anti-utility kilt, for the record. It's one of those where I would just prefer to see, if I'm going to have a utility kilt, have a utility kilt. If you're going to have a tartan kilt, have a tartan kilt, and wear them separately. Where I think Americans fall into the trap is often we try to wear all of the things and dog whistle to every single group that we want to dog whistle to, or nod to, not using the term dog whistle, just to try to put it all in the same outfit. Versus, I would rather, if I'm going to be working outside and I want to wear a utility kilt, I would wear a utility kilt. And then if I'm going to be going out somewhere or to work or to a nice dinner, I would wear a traditional kilt. I wouldn't. Different horses for different courses.
Yeah, I think it's simpler than that. I think it's that people like them because it's not as...
It's both.
Well, it's not as boring as a traditional now utility kilt because it is more than just a solid color, but it still has a cool rock and roll vibe to it. It's got a rebel vibe to it, and that's why it's fun. It's fun wear. I see people wear things like this all the time at like club nights and stuff. It's just it's super cash. It's a casual thing. It's not a great heritage tradition representation, but
Agreed.
Just watch your money if you decide to invest in one. Would be my main practical advice.
Agreed.
Hey, thank you for watching. So tell us in the comments, do you prefer a more traditional look, or do you prefer to do a high fashion modern look, or do you mix it up the way I do, like some occasions calls for one, other occasions call for the other? Let us know what you think. Kilts are an evolving fashion, and they're awesome no matter how you wear them, as long as you're wearing them. So get out there and have a good time, guys.